Hi everyone, I am Tim with Angel Tarot Card Readings by Tim, and thank you for joining me this week. This is our weekly Angel Oracle Card reading for the week of Monday, July 4th through Sunday, July 10th. And I want to wish everyone who's viewing and celebrates July 4th happy Independence Day. I want to take this week to celebrate our independence on a metaphysical level. You know, we have a new moon that actually begins this day, and this is exciting because this is a week where they've been guiding me to talk about celebrating your independence. What I mean by that is taking a look at, I just kind of feel like with this new moon in Cancer, Cancer being a water sign, sometimes that can be overly sensitive with that energy, that this might be a sensitive week and we might be feeling a little over emotional. So they've been saying, especially with this week, that this is about new beginnings. And, one of the things that I've got choices here. This is a card deck. As I pick this up, I'm getting a ringing in my ear. So this is their way of communicating with me that this is about choices that we're making. And this is on the path of new beginnings. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I'm saying new beginnings. Everything has a reason. I'm going to mesh this all together, I promise you. But they're saying to take a look at, because the new moon is actually void, I keep being told, take a look at your shadow self. This is about the choices that you're making in relation to parts of yourself that you're refusing to face. And this can be on an emotional level. They're saying that you are loved and that you need to love yourself. So don't forget that. This may be a less energetic week. I'm feeling kind of a reclusive week, that this might be some quiet time. So don't be surprised if you feel like you just need to get away and be alone and just kind of take care of yourself. Because, with the shadow self, we might be taking a look at stripping away some of the things that are toxic. This could be part of celebrating the independence, is cutting ties off with those things that no longer serve our highest good. And in some cases, when we make that big severed cut, we feel it physically and emotionally. And we might be feeling a little bit drained at first. So don't be surprised if you need to take some time away, is what they keep saying. Now, when I meditate, I meditate with various different decks, and I get messages as far as what we need to know. And the card deck that I was meditating with was Cheryl Richardson's self-care deck. Now, we're going to be using the Healing with the Angels Oracle card deck, but I want you to take a look at this. I know that this is far away, but you'll see this angel here, and if you can take a look at this, I was looking at this going, I've seen this before. Where have I seen this? I know that this is in another card deck. And you know what? It's in this one that I'm using. And I want to show this to you. If I want to pull this out real quick, because the card, when I saw this, was like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Where did I pull that from? There it is. I'm going to put them side by side so that you can see this. They are the exact same card. Cheryl Richardson's is choices, but the Healing with the Angels is new beginnings. And that's what this week with this new moon is all about. It's about the choices that we make in relation to these new beginnings that are going to be coming into play, not only for this week, but for this whole entire month of July. So with that being said, I'm going to move these out of the way. And I put that one card back in here, so I'll be really blown away if it comes back out again. But angels, what messages do you have for us for this week, July 4th through July 10th? And I set the intention that the information that comes through be for our highest good. This one right here. This is answered prayer. This one here. You notice when I shuffle, or when you're shuffling, one may fly out a little bit or come out. That's how I select mine. This one is surrendering and releasing. So again, there we go with the, and that one popped out. So this one is enchantment. So the cards are answered prayer, surrender and release, and enchantment. Yeah, and they keep talking about you need to let go. What is it that you're still holding on to, which is this surrendering and releasing that we need to let go of. And when we let go of that old pattern, that old way of thinking, this basically becomes the answer to our prayers. It's as if we've gotten so accustomed to kind of getting in that sludge and thinking that that's the normal routine when it really isn't. And when we step out of that sludge, or when we separate and cut ties with what no longer serves our highest good, that's when we begin to feel this enchantment. That's when life actually begins good again for us. They're saying that you also may need to defend your values and your beliefs against someone or a group of people. This is the naysayers, is what this is. These are the people that, and pardon me for saying this, but have seen you try and you failed, and you say, oh, I'm going to try this again, and you fail. And we go through that cycle. But they see it so many times, it's like, yeah, I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it. That's the people that we may need to defend our values. That I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I need your support. So you may run up against, a person that is like that. And, I know whenever I run into that type of an individual, the best thing that I can do is just, one, if I know that that's the result that I'm going to get from them, I'm just not going to share it with them what my goal is. So just not share the goal or what you're attempting to do with that individual that you're not going to get any positive result from. So yeah, we may need to, kind of defend ourselves, and that, people also may want what you want, because they're telling me that too. So keep your secrets to yourself, especially with this manifesting. Whenever we set the intentions of what we want, it's a good idea to keep those to ourselves, because a lot of times other people's perceptions of what they think about us, or what they think about what you're trying to do, especially if their thought process is negative, now that's stuck in our ingredients of what we're trying to fix and do. And I don't want that. I don't want that ingredient. I want it all positive, pure intention. So just keep that as just a kind of an idea for this week. So those are the messages from the angels here. So again, the more that we can release and let go, it's going to be an answered prayer. It's going to be something that we've been wanting to do for quite some time, and now the time's to do this. It really is the time to let all of that go and enjoy the new process and the new you, and to celebrate the new you too, because this is all about loving yourself for who you are. And they're also telling me that is something I also need to say for one or more of you, is that don't, I almost said this and now I've got the Billy Joel song, don't go on changing to try and please me. And that's kind of what I was about ready to say, is don't go changing to try and please someone else. If you're changing, it needs to be because you want that change, not because someone else wants that change. So those are the messages. I'm going to now pull a card from the Chakra Insight Oracle card deck, just to see what other messages that we get there. I don't know how did you feel about last week? I know I did a lot of positive things for myself financially. I made a decision on a personal level about where I was spending a lot of my money, and it was in a business aspect, and I needed to remove myself from it, just because unfortunately it wasn't for me. I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. So I just felt like I needed to do that, and that's been a huge burden financially lifted off my shoulders. So that with positive financial flow coming through that last week, I took my guidance and I did that. So this is also saying pleasure. Now this is about enjoyment, beauty, sexuality, indulgence. This is your sacral chakra. So this is about your wants and your desires and your appetites. So what is it that we need to let go of, that we've been craving, that we've been perhaps addicted to? Because the sacral chakra is, in a lot of cases, sacral and solar. That's your addiction. And that can be, again, food. It can be anger and emotional suppression. Sometimes we push that down into our sacral chakra. So what do we need to let go of? So I want you to think about that as this week goes by. And now I'm going to pull a card from the Eternal Crystals deck. This one really came out, so I'm going to see what this one is here. Okay. This is rutilated quartz, and this goes back to the root chakra. And the key word is home. Okay. So this could be something in your home. This could be something that feels like home. You know, very familiar, familial in a way. Home can also be, what I hear, is something you've gotten accustomed to. Okay. So whatever we need to let go of, this is not something that's just flown by. This is something that's very deep rooted, and that may hit home. Okay, that's also what I'm hearing with this too. So those are the messages that I'm getting with this. So we need to take a look on a level here of what we need to release. Okay, so very much a releasing week. And as you go about this week, like I said, you know, definitely just take it slow and easy and remove yourself from anything that's pressure, or if you feel pressured, remove yourself. But take your time with this process. I'm hearing this is not something that you need to make quick decisions on unless you can and you know that you need to, but take your time with this process. You know, when we go through detoxes in some cases, it's not like you're, you know, clean and sober in one day. You know, it's 28 days for some people. So this is very much it's almost like this is the beginning of the month to take a look at that. Interesting. So I thank you for watching, everyone, and if you would like a personal reading from me, you will find my information at the end of this video, and I appreciate you viewing, and please do feel free to subscribe to my channel. You'll see the button in the, this one over here, this lower button that says subscribe, and you can also subscribe to me on Facebook as well. Thanks, everyone, and until then, angel blessings. Bye now.